So it's finally here, the day we've been waiting for, the trailer to the Super Mario Brothers movie with Chris Pratt as Mario. Now people complain, why isn't Charles Martinet playing Mario? Because Charles Martinet plays Mario in a way where it's not a speaking role. I mean, could you imagine listening to that for an hour and a half? You know, his voice is good for short little clips, you know, the little grunts and the groans and the, you know, let's go. Waha! Okie dokie. That's what it's for. But imagine an hour and a half of him talking. You know, there's like the line that right off the bat was with this fucking CDI game with the toasters. You know, imagine if it was Charles Martinez doing that. And so the line is, you know what they say, all toasters toast toast. So obviously the voice in the game was bad, but imagine Mario, like the Mario we know, Charles Martinet Mario. You know, just, you know what they say, all the toasters toast to toast. Imagine an hour and a half of that. No. I love Charles Martinet, don't get me wrong. The man, national fucking treasure. Mario, adore, but I would not want to listen to an hour and a half of that. No. He's good for the really quick. Now, Charles Martinet does other voices that are really good, but Mario's voice in particular, no. So Chris Pratt is Mario. Fucking Seth Rogen is apparently Donkey Kong, which, get ready for a bunch of the that stupid fucking voice, the stupid laugh that he does. Jack Black is Bowser, which people were saying that makes no sense. No, Jack Black has a huge fucking range of talent in his voice. If you've heard him sing, he's insane. And, you know, he's a big, goofy guy, kind of like how Bowser is big and goofy. You know, when Bowser was first introduced, he's meant to be taken seriously, but then he's introduced, you know, he's shown to have kids, or at least, you know, Bowser Jr., the other Koopa kids just kind of, but this is Super Mario Sunshine, he's like chilling in a fucking hot tub or pool with his son. Paper Mario Bowser is fucking hilarious. You know, he's a big guy. He's intimidating because he's big and because he can breathe fire and all that, but he's really goofy. So what better person than Jack Black? But I forget who's supposed to play Peach, but this is the trailer, and of course, well, we'll talk about it later, but Mario.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
Open the gates!
Attack!
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield? I do not. I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
As I said, you know, people on Twitter are just fucking stupid. That was really good. It let us hear the voices. I mean, it's a shame we didn't actually hear or see Peach or hear Luigi, but again, we don't, this is just the first trailer. So it's just introducing to us. But you heard Bowser. He sounds like Bowser. What more do you want? Mario, it's not that goofy, cartoony one that we're so used to. You know, it's making him sound like he's just a regular Italian guy who's been brought to this world. And I like how the Mushroom Kingdom looks like the Mushroom Kingdom. You know, when you think of Mushroom Kingdom, you think mushrooms all over the fucking place. But just this whole thing, this epic battle. You know, you've got all the Koopas, and obviously Bowser looks fucking amazing. A hint of realism with the way his scales and all that, his hair. This is fucking hilarious. Makes you want to throw them off a cliff. See, it's like he can be goofy, but then, you know, he's the King Koopa for a reason. So he can be very powerful, very intimidating. Not be very powerful. He is very powerful. I mean, look at this shit. This is the power of the King Koopa. But most of the time he's just, You got a Power Star, which is amazing. I like the way it looks. And Chris Pratt as Mario. Again, they made him look like... Actually, he looks like Bob Hoskin in the original Mario movie, when you really look at it. So, I mean, that's what Mario is. He's not some supernatural being or anything. He's just a guy from Brooklyn who's, you know, got wrapped up in this Mushroom Kingdom stuff. But it's realistic looking enough with still the cartoony part of it. I love anything with floating islands, you know, especially when they have waterfalls like that. You get to see the effects of it. Just, I love that. And I think he looks amazing. Toad looks amazing. You know, so all these people were afraid that Chris Pratt would, like, destroy the voice. But again, Charles Martinet was not the first voice of Mario. There were many voices of Mario that weren't, you know, over the top like what we know now. So why people were afraid? I thought Chris Pratt was great. Great choice, because I know that, you know, you can't just listen to an hour and a half of Let's Go, you know, that Mario. It needs to be a speaking role. Like with Luigi, same thing. You know, Charles Martinet plays Luigi, he plays Waluigi, he plays Wario, and think of their voices. Would you want to hear an hour and a half of them? No. Oh, it's me, Luigi, Mario. Where are you, Mario? Oh, let's go, Mario. Oh, woohoo! You know, I would not want to hear that for an hour and a half. Oh, Wario. No. They need to sound like regular people. They're not, you know, some over-the-top cartoon video game now. They're being made into a movie where they have actual speaking roles. Because even when they speak to each other in game, they're like, oh, mamma mia. Oh, I don't know, Mario. You know, it's not actual talking to each other. So their voices have to be different. So I have no problem with Chris Pratt doing like a slight Italian thing for Mario. Jack Black is Bowser, amazing. You know, like I said, the guy has so much fucking range. It's fucking crazy. You know, Mario. You know, as long as you have that sort of rumble in your voice, you know, and over the top. Because you know Mario with Bowser, he is over the top. You know, he wants to be taken so seriously, but he has such a thing for theatrics. So he is very over the top when he speaks. He's like, Mario. You know, a lot of insults, a lot of dramatic posing and stuff like that. So I think Jack Black as Bowser is amazing. Now, like I said, Seth Rogen might be introduced in like the fucking next one. The person playing Peach, never fucking heard of her. Same thing with Peach's voice. She's got a very specific way she talks. I wouldn't want to listen to that for an hour and a half. I wouldn't. Go back and listen to like Mario 64 when she's reading the letter. You know, I mean, then again, her voice has kind of changed over the years and it's kind of gotten more girly, like high-pitched girly, and I wouldn't want to listen to an hour and a half of that. Donkey Kong we had before. If you remember the Donkey Kong show back in like the 90s, I think. It was pretty cool. And actually, if I remember, it did kind of sound like just a regular Seth Rogen speaking voice. So maybe that's why they picked him, because it was very similar to the show back in the day. But overall, I think the movie looks amazing. The visuals are amazing. And if you really look at Bowser, he does have a little hint of Jack Black in his face. And I'm pretty sure they might have done that with Chris Pratt as well. But this scene that we're given, Bowser coming down and them trying to stand against him by fucking throwing snowballs. And then they bring up the fucking catapult. It's like, oh yeah, there's more where that came from. This is just a taste of the fury. Yeah, if really look at this face, and knowing that the actor is Jack Black, it really does look like it's a hint of Jack Black. Now, people like animators do that shit all the time. They add just a hint, you know, to where it doesn't really change the character much, but where it does reflect the voice actor. But if you look at it, it does look like Jack Black. So expect Donkey Kong to kind of look like Seth Rogen. Can't wait. Especially that little, like that. Like, and again, you know, anyone who's has a problem with Mario time, I definitely would not like to hear this for an hour and a half. No. Nope. Not okay. I wouldn't. It actually, this reminds me of Sonic at the very end with Eggman, when he gets stranded in that one on the one planet that's like nothing but mushrooms. But Mario looks great. I think, you know, the eyes sometimes are a little unsettling because they make him a little too bulgy and bright. But, you know, he's realistic, like I said, realistic enough with still keeping to his traditional design. And that's all we care about. Don't change the character, you know, too much. We want to see Mario. And this is Mario. He still has his, you know, his red shirt, his blue overalls, his white gloves, his hat. He's got his brown boots. And then we have this great shot of the kingdom with Peach's castle dead in center. I I mean, we may see places we're familiar with, but the way it seems like this is kind of like not an origin story, but this looks like it's like the first time Mario's here, the first time first time he was brought to the Mushroom Kingdom. So, but and Peach's castle is another thing. Her castle is always in a new location. It's never the same. But I would love to see some callbacks to like some of the previous games, stuff like that. But Mario Brothers movie, Nintendo and Illumination, good job. I'm pretty. Hopefully, I get a chance to see it, and I won't be working. But I'm pretty excited. But let me know what you guys think. If not Chris Pratt, who else would you want to hear as Mario? Because again, Charles Martinet, I adore him, and when the moment that man dies, we're gonna huge fucking loss for voice acting. But I would definitely not want to hear that voice, that Mario voice, for 2 hours. So if not Chris Pratt, who else would you like to hear as Mario? Or Bowser, or whoever else? But I think the voices are great, the visuals are great. The story, still don't know too much about. It looks like it's an origin type thing of the first time Mario comes to the Mushroom Kingdom. So hopefully more is revealed in the next trailer. But anyways, that's it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.